What is the Movement Pro Row? I've seen a lot of people in gyms doing rows. Doing a row is not a bad exercise. It works your biceps, it works the muscles between your shoulder blades or scapulae, the rhomboids, and some traps. Pretty good for an upper body workout. This is what a regular row looks like. You can support your weight here or not, but essentially I pull the weight up as far as I can pull it. This is a 53-pound weight, and for most guys, that's not a heavy weight to row. We are actually well designed for lifting things in this manner. However, what I want you to notice is that as I do this, my upper body rotates. See it? It goes up. In addition, this hip rotates. This is the pulling motion. The hip pulls, the shoulders pull. So to some extent, I'm not lifting the weight with my arm, I'm lifting it with my whole body. If I do it more slowly, it's quite a bit more challenging. So that's a regular row. Not a bad exercise to do, but I wanted to get something extra out of it. As I pointed out, we spend a lot of time in the seated position, and as a result, the hip flexors become shortened. So one of the ways to improve the length of these hip flexor muscles is to stretch them out under load. So I'm going to assume a lunge position with the rear foot pointing forward. Don't allow it to externally rotate. That's going to activate the adductors of the groin muscles. We want this pointing forward. Start with the kettlebell in front of your big toe, and notice I've gone to a much lighter kettlebell. For this exercise, I generally don't use anything more than a 35-pound kettlebell. As I pick it up, what I'm going to do is prevent my shoulders and hips from rotating. I want to stay in this position. Hips here, shoulders here, and as I bring the kettlebell up, I want to depress my shoulder and bring it back down towards my hip and touch the kettlebell to my hip. Up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. So I'm actually going to think that as the kettlebell is coming up, I'm moving this hip towards the bell because it's going to try and rotate away. So take this hip, move it towards the bell. And even with a moderately sized kettlebell, that's really quite challenging. So what do we get out of this drill as opposed to a regular row? One, I get to open up my hip flexors because I'm loading this position. Two, I have my knee in front of my rear foot. It's also under load. So I'm going to improve the ability of my foot to dorsiflect or fold in this direction. Third, if you're interested in doing pull-ups, this is one of the movements that you must do. Pull your arms, flex your elbows, the bar gets to here. Once it's here, the next move is I need to move my elbows down and back. Notice how that is the move we're practicing with the Movement Pro Row. It goes up, and then my elbow goes down. So it's improving your awareness of how your shoulder girdle moves backwards and down to drive your elbow downward. Practice the Movement Pro Row. It will improve your ankle mobility, your hip flexor, and your ability on the pull-up bar. Enjoy.